So, like, you know, he's somebody that, as long as he has a good performance this weekend, will probably make it in. But again, like, this is the number crunching that's so fun, where you look at all the players, and from, like, I don't know, number 19 down to, like, 26, there's, like, a 100-point difference.
Yeah, just about, right? They need to have, like, what, at least top 32 to have a pretty secure spot. And it's funny that you mentioned IDOM as well, who's technically a little bit above JB in points, which is going to matter when it comes to the second dance, the actual regional finals.
Yeah,
for
the
North
regional
American
finals.
players, right?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, too, actually. You know, that's one thing that's funny about that is that it's something that's going to have a big effect on who qualifies, because it's not just about, like, you know, if you're a North American player, it's not just about, like, okay, well, I need to do well in the open bracket. It's like, I need to do well there, because if I do well there, I could maybe secure a secondary spot via the NA regional final. Even if I don't win, I need, like, the global points to be high enough on the leaderboard, right? So, you know, for the NA players, there's some extra kind of, like, oomph for this event. There's already a lot of points on the line to qualify yourself in, but you have to do well just for that reason, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, tomorrow, are you going to beat Punk, NuckleDo, all these players? Are you going to beat them in this, you know, open bracket? I don't know. That seems pretty tough.
We have other players in that similar situation as well. You have the bottom three of, like, the NA regional finals, right? You have, like, Terrence, Chakotay, I think 81 Strider.
Yeah, I think Strider's in there too. But, I mean, that's what's so scary about this. As we see Infectious Hurricane. This should be a fun one to watch. I mean, you know, this is one of those matchups where, like, yeah, nice check on the dash, where Infectious can really get going and kind of, like, start that train. But, again, this character, no, you know, uppercut or anything. Weak kind of, like, defensive options besides the 3-frame jab.
Does have V-trigger unlocked, though. Okay.
Wow, that was great. Yeah, side switch.
I like that.
And more pressure here. Hasn't activated V-trigger yet. There it is.
Right off the roundhouse. Great confirm.
Look at the dizzy.
Infectious. Wow.
Wow, step medium kick anti-air at V-trigger too. Spend it. Last hit. Yeah, of course. Unfortunately.
Spend it. Look at that. That huge turnaround off of one opening from Infectious into the V-trigger. Explosive damage from this character.
Yeah, unfortunately had to spend critical art there, right, after he was committed to the V-trigger, but, I mean, you'll take it. Given how that round could have gone, it's perfectly fine. Also, the jump back in the corner to evade the throw and then stand medium kick anti-air was really good. Zeku really doesn't have that many great grounded anti-airs when he's young. He sort of just walks under. Thought it was counter hit combo.
Gets the forward throw horse. Hurricane trying to push Infectious towards this corner. Nice, fierce confirming. It's a slide, big damage incoming. Yeah. And the stun.
Yeah, dizzy on the uppercut. Runs to the corner.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, setup here? Yeah, fake the wall jump.
Puts himself in the corner, though. Hurricane with the defense. Does have the trigger active.
Whoa.
Out of there.
Yeah, good defense. Good escape from Infectious. I feel like we might see a switch here maybe to old Zeku just to have the uppercut and, like, the grams, but hasn't made it yet. Wow, that run? I wonder if that was a buffer that was just missed. Wake up, 3-frame jab.
Woo.
Fierce run, no check. Hurricane can still win this. Yeah, a lot of meter.
V-trigger on deck for Infectious as well. And the air-to-air. Didn't even need to switch to old Zeku. He was standing his ground with Young and with a ton of meter to threaten as well.
Man, the defensive choices from Infectious there were really good. Like, when Cammy went to the air, there was dash under, so that, like, he didn't have to deal with anything, you know, force Cammy to dive kick to hit him and stuff. And then the air-to-air at the end, those are, like, all really, really good options that you don't need an uppercut for. You don't need, like, you know, an anti-air button that can beat a dive kick. Just, like, really solid awareness of the options. Wow, runs all the way and gets the counter hit combo to the corner already. This is such a bad spot to be.
Oh, he tried. I like that. Getting out of the corner either way. Infectious still applying this pressure. Wake up buttons from Hurricane. Activation of the trigger. Forward throw. Might expect a dive kick, and Infectious is backing up just in case, right? He's giving himself a little leeway to react to any air approach, but Hurricane walking back a little bit. Yeah,
notice how, that's punish. Yeah, I had to respect the air dive kick, right, as you mentioned. That's something that, you know, if you don't have an uppercut, you just kind of have to sit there and deal with. Yeah, delays the V reversal, so it side switches. And swinging with that fierce. That is a scary button to get hit by, especially when Zeku has critical art, which he's getting close to. He tried to build a meter. Side switch.
Ugh.
Very nicely done. We saw Infectious swinging with heavy punch, and then whiffed the palm, and that's actually what got him in trouble. He was trying to build that last little bit of meter for critical art, which he has now.
Just walking him down. Does have full critical art as well.
Scary, man. Zeku, one of those characters that, like, yeah, even that, like, spaced out into the fierce is so good, so hard to deal with.
Oh, the delayed crouch strong, getting the counter hit, and the dizzy, big jump in.
Yeah, stays in, old for the pressure, and the switch back. And yeah, even right here, I was just going to say, every time there's like any kind of spacing where a few... Oh, that was a miss on the
that was
other.
supposed to be a, yeah, command right here. Ugh.
Anytime there's like a situation where Young Zeku spaces himself out, you think, all right, well, I'm going to hit a button here, I'm going to hit a jab, I'm going to hit a crouching medium kick, whatever, and then fierce,
swipes
fierce.
away, yeah.
It's so good.
It's
one
such
of those
a far-hitting button.
Yeah, and it's one of those things you can hit confirm it. It's like, yeah, exactly. You just space them out. Fierce, fierce. It's so good.
Counter hit or not, you have so much time to confirm it. And it's a single button confirm.
Look at him just swiping with it like 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row. It's
if you
really
have
good.
an answer for it, just keep doing it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's hard to whip punish it unless you're really ready.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, caught him airborne. Back throw, almost dizzy.
Into the air grab. And he got the stun, catching him, walking back.
That's it.
It should be enough, yeah. Spend that cash. Critical art, Hurricane tying it up 1-1 against Infexious.
Yeah, and it was just like all that dizzy just got racked up so quick. Infexious was looking great, like, you know, fishing with that fierce, getting some damage. It was looking okay, and then all of a sudden it was like, wait, that's a lot of stun. Wait, that's a dash. Oh, and then it was over. You know, 1-hit stun, all that meter on deck.
Tying it all up, Hurricane, Infexious. I like the adaptations made from Hurricane as well. Walking him down a lot more. Now that Infexious has been proven time and time again in this set that he's ready for all the air approaches, swinging away with the fierces.
Yeah.
Now he's got to change it up a little bit in his decision making when it comes to what normals he wants to place in neutral. Nope, I lied. He's going to go back into it. I completely lied to you all.
Just jump again. Counter hit with that 3-framer.
He might have gone a little bit too far out. Even on the counter hit, the pushback on the stand strong might have not been able to go with the low forward from Candy.
Ooh, that was a good walk under again. And
oh my gosh. Ugh, sit him down. Timeout.
Man, that fierce. This time the run, he stopped doing the run in the last game after Hurricane checked it.
Oh.
Stand medium kick, anti-air. He had a lot of dizzy, but yeah, you can't really, I think Chase can't be there too hard.
Not going to spend the rest of it. Oh, and it's so hard to even try to anti-air that, right? As soon as you see Zeku go in the air towards the corner, it's hard to tell if he's going to jump out or not, and even try to track it down with an uppercut, even in V-trigger.
You notice that as soon as Infexious saw the jump, even though it was a neutral jump, dash, right? I mean, he's trying to wait for the jump, and then, wow, that was so
just
far.
At the end of it.
There it is, the punish, beautiful.
Ooh.
That was something that Infexious stopped doing last game, and then as soon as it came back, right, Hurricane was just ready for it.
This is pretty tough for Infexious right now. Again, match point for Hurricane. He needs a stellar performance here in the NA Regional Finals to clinch his spot in Capcom Cup. This is everything.
So good. Hurricane is so good. That was like the awareness to be ready for that option to come back on the table after seeing it one time.
A slight walk up on the stand strong. Didn't get to confirm it into anything though. Nice anti-air. It was a trade-off. Medium kick to whatever button Hurricane pressed in that neutral jump.
You see, yeah, Infexious now the strategy is to walk back, crouching medium punch to try to, yeah, hit any of those buttons that Hurricane's sticking out. So he just starts jumping at him instead, says, oh, you want to do that on the ground? No problem.
Oh, and that's the problem, right? You're trying to track down that jump away from the corner, but if you're too far out, you're eating a ton of damage on the punish.
Man, that hurt. That was real rough, but still in a great spot. Has V-trigger, 2 dive kicks still available.
Ooh, got the sweep. No activation on the V-trigger. Smart move from Infexious. He's saving it for later, but is later going to come? The critical art is just enough. Hurricane putting Infexious in the loser's round already. The first game for Infexious.
That's so crazy because that's like right away in the pool.
Yeah,
and now,
that's his first game today, and Hurricane just setting him out. Great adaptations made.
That's crazy. To see Infectious just get dropped in a losers bracket so quick is like, man, this is one of those days, one of those pools, man. Hurricane played phenomenally. That was one of those adjustments you could just feel. Like, you could just see it, like, as it happened, it was like, oh, you want to run? All right. Oh, you want to try to dash onto this? All right. Oh, you want to go for the... It was, like, beautifully done.
And I like Hurricane keeping his composure. Even after trying to track down that jump out of the corner from Infexious, he ate a ton of damage. And there were so many resources on the board for Infexious as well. As soon as he got that slide, he could have applied more pressure, could have gone into V-trigger, it forced Cammy to block more, but no. Hurricane stood his ground, got the confirm into the critical art, moving on into winners round 2, awaiting his fate.